ready to talk a little bit about the Capricorn new moon energy. Get some messages, all of that. I decided to come on live on YouTube today, and it's like I'm trying to catch the vibe to see how it will go, to see if this is something I should do more often. Um, Lately, if I go live, I normally do TikTok, and I don't know, for like a year just here on YouTube. If y'all been rocking with me, I've been doing zodiac readings for the whole year. I did a year's worth of zodiac readings. Just recorded them all, and I needed that time to not be live because even though, yeah, when I had those when I was had all of those videos up here on YouTube, I wasn't going live at all. Not if I did, sparingly. So I'm gonna see how this goes on YouTube. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I can't see who's all in here, so this is new for me. So make sure y'all put in the chat, or maybe I can access this too on my computer while I'm up here. Say hey, say hey. Okay. Millie, hi. Okay, hello from Turkey. Hey, Turkey in the house. Love it. International. Love to see it. So let me get this set up. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. Happy Capricorn new moon. He said, do you like K-pop? K-pop? I don't even know what that is. Is that a type of music or is it a food? I have no clue. None. Okay, I see on the chat. So cool. So what we're gonna do? I would have to come to Turkey one day. Like, I'm open. Need to be open. You know, see where the wind blows. But y'all, before we get like fully started, I'm gonna do some Reiki for you all. It's energy healing. So if y'all would like it, this is just gonna be real light. It's energy healing. It touches all of the chakra points. Chakras are energy fields up and down the spine that connect us. We have the root chakra, which is our base, our sense of survival, our sense of security, who we are. And even though Reiki is a form of energy healing, and it goes wherever it needs to go, the focus today will be more root chakra based, especially because we are in Capricorn season. Well, we're coming out of Capricorn season. Aquarius season is here, pretty much here. I'm excited. I was like, as it keeps going, I'm like, okay, yes, my birthday is really coming up. So I'm excited about that. Just to celebrate life. But back to the root chakra, right? We have root chakra energy healing. But Reiki goes wherever it's needed. So, but especially since we're in the Capricorn energy and the Capricorn new moon, I got sidetracked because I was like, Aquarius. But we're gonna get started with some light Reiki. Just if you're open to it, just say that you're open. You can put it in the chat, or say it quietly. Take a few deep breaths, okay? And just be open to the energy healing. sinking down into, if you're in a seated position, sinking down into your seat. Feel the sit bones. If you're standing, feel the balls of your feet, right? Level that out. See if you can balance and get equal weight on both sides of your body. And if you're laying down, look, I'm just like, oh, float, levitate. You may want to visualize like a red or black. I'm hearing a cloak wrapped around you. Hearing going into the depths of you. That's the shadow work for you. Capricorn energy is the shadow. It is ruled by Saturn, all right? But it's also the devil card in tarot is ruled by Capricorn, okay? And the devil card, though, it can get a bad rep, you know? It serves its purpose for, you know, what it is. However, the devil too, I would say this could also be Eshu in Orisha, because people put him or deem him as like Satan or the devil, and I feel like it was cloaked with, or not cloaked, I guess I said cloaked, or like put underneath that energy to demonize the energy. But if you go into like what the devil is, I said what and not who, you know, per se, because I'm like, okay, we getting into it. Interesting. So it's the shadow self. It's what we fear, right? So, and out of fear, there can be scarcity, there can be uncertainty. And with that, a lot of times we'll be able to do whatever it takes because of survival. Root chakra. Okay? So this is where lines can get blurred, things can get sticky, but then also this is a room for play at the same time. How can you have that balance in there? To play, to enjoy. And Saturn, Capricorn energy is kind of like, let's go, work to the bone. And don't get me wrong, you have to put in that work. However, there's still some room to play. Work hard, play hard, right? Love that. Ashe. I love that. Ashe. So this is I want to say Reiki, but as I was doing it, what I'm doing is more than Reiki. It's energy healing, and it's like that's why I try to blanket term it, because yes, I am Reiki certified. I actually am a Reiki master, but I also feel like I'm incorporating more into it, but it's still a form of Reiki. I will say that it's energy healing that goes to the energy points of your chakras. Okay, and I said that this one was more so geared towards the root chakra, our sense of security, our identity, our self-worth, just to balance and clear that out, even though Reiki goes wherever it's needed. Okay. But Adriano Banda, they said, "What the hell are you doing? Did you feel a little something? Did you feel a little tangle? A little something?" Okay, that's probably why. Now, right, so you might feel sensations, like buzzing sensations. Oh yeah, I'm doing something. My familiar, my BFF is here. Willow, y'all say hi to the kitty. I love her so much. And she's such a sweet girl. She really is. But yeah. Okay. Bye. But yeah. So we did this light Reiki. Oh, hey Nicholas. Hey. I'm like, look, I got like, hey. And like, you got different vibes. I feel like I do that a lot. But okay, y'all. Y'all got a sense of what Reiki is. So y'all might have felt calm. Y'all can tell me in the chat how y'all felt. Did you feel calmer? Did you feel like tingling sensations anywhere? Did you just feel like at ease? Did you feel riled up? Did you get some activation? Let me know. Let me know. While y'all doing that, make sure you subscribe, you like, if you haven't already. I'm gonna go on here because okay, there we go. There's a couple of things I want to get into the tarot reading, but there's a couple of things that I got willow all on my lips. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about because today is the Capricorn new moon as I'm filming this, and yeah, it's been a cold winter. It's been a cold winter to start, but let me turn this down some. Yeah, it's been a cold winter, y'all. I was like, whoo, burr. And it's just the Saturn energy is very potent. And I do have some astrology notes that I want to maybe even glance at too. I'm trying to see like how I really want to flow. But I do have a sacred ritual circle. There we go. Boom. Sacred Ritual Circle that's coming up on Tuesday, January 20th. In the circle, we're going to do guided meditations. We're going to do journaling. We're going to do some gentle movements. We're also going to come up with intentions or goal setting for the year, but specifically the next 3 months, and then come up with action plans with it. So I'm really excited about it. If you all are interested in joining the circle, let me put the info in the chat. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. You said keep talking. You're almost there. Challenges. Now, I do have a I would say a sultry voice. Now, if you want that, You we'll have to talk, because you have to find me somewhere else for that. But anywho, I was like, oh yeah, okay. that's that's funny. I feel like this is also coming about because it's like, oh, just this is the like Capricorn energy rules that, like the playfulness, the kinks, all of that energy, all of that. Think chains, whips, BDSM. That's Capricorn energy too. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. Let's see. Yeah, we talking about the sacred ritual circle that's happening on the 20th. So I'm trying to get to it, y'all. I should have had it already together. I'm gonna type it in. That's one thing I feel like it's like I have to get some stuff together, but ADHD brain is not all there. Not all there. Okay. You know what? I know what I want to do. Y'all bear with me. Thank you. So what I want to do, I want to put the link tree up instead, because I feel like it will be better. Cause this is a long. I'm like, it's a long link, but I guess I'll still put it in there. Let's see. Oh lordy. Y'all patient with me. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Does it go through? Okay. So that's for the sacred ritual circle that we're doing. Again, if we're going to do some meditations, journaling, gentle movements, get ready for the year ahead, but specifically the next 3 months, because I want to look at it from a seasonal standpoint too. Capricorn is a cardinal sign, and even though we're in winter, things have to, again, winter can be cold, can be brutal, can be harsh, can be barren, and it's like you feel like you just climbing up a hill. It's that challenges. That's that Saturn energy. It puts you to the test to make you understand, like, you're tougher, you're stronger than what you think, or you have to learn these lessons to prepare you for something else. As my mother says, everything happens for a reason. And we were talking about this among other things, and I told her how it's like that's a universal saying, because I told her about this Asian, I said Chinese, but I don't know if it's Chinese, Asian, don't know what it is, but it's a Asian proverb. We're going to say it that way. And there's a man and his son, and they're working out in the field, and the son broke his leg, and then the village people came and said, oh, this is bad fortune, this is bad. And the man said, good fortune or bad fortune, I don't know. And then a few weeks later, y'all know I'm paraphrasing. Y'all know I'm paraphrasing, right? All right. And then a few weeks later, um, the I guess their town or village went to war. And since the son's leg was broken, he couldn't fight in the war. So was his leg being broken, was it bad fortune? Was it good fortune? It's a little bit of both, right? Because you got to endure that pain. You got to suffer sometimes. Ooh, this is that's Saturnian energy, right? You have to go through the pain, the struggle. Sometimes you can be limited, scarce, but it serves a greater purpose. Okay, so that's a whole message right there. Mm, 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 mm. So, yeah, join me in Circle January 20th. But we're gonna get into these messages. Okay, we're gonna pull some cards. I wanted to start off with because I've been staring at this deck. Oops, everything dropping. That's me. I was like, if I really get on here, y'all, I'm clumsy. The Star Codes Astro deck. That's one thing. I wanted to, because I've written like astrology notes for the Capricorn new moon, or the moons for the new moons and full moons for the next few months. I've done so far, and I feel like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I want to do that more for my threads in different, like I'm gonna put it in written form because it's already in written form. I want to get into these cards, y'all. I want to make this sustainable. It's all about sustainability. All right. That's why you can continue to show up in anything. Is it sustainable? Is it doable? You don't have to push yourself to the limit. Sometimes you gotta get it done. There's always times to challenge yourself, yes. But let's see. Alright, we're gonna get focused. Spirit, ancestors, guides, call upon you to clear the energy right now, to protect us in this circle here. As we dive into these messages, please make them clear and concise and translatable, digestible as well. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Y'all saw me shuffle, y'all. Capricorn. Achieve. Achieve. Hey, Flame of the Soul. Hey, Eli. The GOAT. Okay, collective. Y'all could be going through a really hard time right now. The struggle is real, but you have risen to the occasion. People have probably thought that you would never make it, or this challenge would just take you out. I know these hoes wish that I would get down and stay down. You ain't staying down. You climbing that mountain. You climbing your way to the top. No matter how many times you get kicked down. Now you probably even got low. The lowest of the low. And you thought that you couldn't find no way out. But brighter days are ahead. You will achieve. You are achieving. Oh, let me turn this down a little bit. You are achieving. You really that girl, that guy. Okay? You really the go out here. And that's the thing, we have to take a moment because you sleeping on yourself. You so hard on yourself. And it's like, that's where that devil energy is like, shit's been crazy. But Ooh, can you take a step back and breathe a little bit? Can you look at who you are and who you becoming? Can you reflect on a time where you thought you would have folded, but you kept going? I love the grin on the goat's face too. It's like I, I'm built for this. Some of y'all may feel like y'all been doing this brick by brick. It's a slow moving energy. Earth sign, slow moving energy. Saturn is a very heavy sign. People don't like Saturn. When the Saturn return comes, we like, ooh, right? But Saturn also rewards. That's something my Ia always says. Saturn also rewards. Hey, y'all talking to a heavily Saturn ruled person. I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius energy is ruled by Saturn as well as Uranus, but ancient ruler is Saturn. Okay, I have a Aquarius stellium and a Capricorn stellium, right? Double Saturn. My Saturn is an Aquarius, right? Yeah, but also my Pisces moon is in the 10th house. 10th house 10 is Capricorn energy. Heavily ruled Saturn energy. I can't skip any steps. So when I say that you can achieve and you can no matter how tough it may get, you have to find that willpower in you to keep going. I didn't say to muscle through it. Take it moment by moment, day by day. It gets better. You'll get to see why hindsight is 2020. You'll get to see why things had to shake up the way they did. All right. Y'all should check out the Cancer full moon reading that I did a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking about that future position of the Celtic cross. It was the tower. It's like things are going to be shifting and shaking up, but it's like spirit ain't done yet. And though it may feel like torment, how can you turn these challenges into a game? How can you keep going and say, as long as I get 1% better than I was yesterday, and you take some time to reflect and maybe research and do some things here and there, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at the limits that you put the cap that you put yourself at. Hell no, you're gonna exceed that every time. Ain't no I can't out here. Maybe I'm unsure. I have to check that, or I have to build my self up to that. It's like, who can't see that right now, but I'll give it a try. Okay. Oh, somebody said, what's this? Name trader 2222. You said you have some big hands. I do. I do. I'm an air sign. I'm an air sign too. I'm an Aquarius in Gemini. I'm an Aquarius sun and Gemini rising. Air sign, baby. Also played basketball. So and I'm fairly tall. I'm like 5'8". So when I used to play basketball, I was blocking holes left and right. Okay. Okay, Sag. All right, Sag. Love it. I was like, but yes. I when I sat with Eshu this week, and Mercury is right here, as she rules Mercury. Messages. I received a message, and I was like, let me. I ran, got my stuff, wrote it down, and it's like, yeah, I'll read it verbatim, because this was just like in flow. It says, it's one thing to intellectualize things, but the fool is really the master because they aren't afraid to get their hands dirty, to feel, to reflect, to examine, to cycle out the pain. It's the sorrow of the collective. You must release to be at peace. Suppressing causes dis-ease or disease. Okay? So here's a message here. Sometimes we get, so this is the Capricorn devil energy here at play that's going on. Our habits can make or break us, and it's released to be at peace. What are you holding on to? What are you like restraining yourself? Oh, thank you, subscribe. Thanks. um yeah, what are you holding on to? What are some of your vices? Okay? Because addictions can live here. Okay? Um and we always think about addicts and think about you know meth heads, or people that do like hard drugs. We all have addictions to something. It's just some people end up going for harder stuff. Let's be for real. You can be addicted to sugar, you can be addicted to salt, addicted to love, addicted to work. What are you doing to are you numbing yourself, or are you releasing? Are you just suppressing it, stuffing it down, and just putting it away because you can't deal with it? You have that. If you're gonna put it up, make sure one day you're gonna have to take it off the shelf and examine it. Okay, I'm about to, like, I feel that coming up in my chest. Sometimes you got. I understand that you can't always address everything at the time that you need, but sooner or later it's gonna come back around, because that's how life works. It's cyclical. Things come back around. When it revisits, can you chip away at it? That's what I heard. It's okay. It's okay to take things slow, little by little, address it, um, release the shame behind it. All right, I'm just, yeah, release the shame behind it, because suppressing causes disease. Um, so if you've failed at something, if you feel like you failed, or you're a failure, or you feel like you should have known better, or don't it's easier said than done not to be hard on yourself or be overly critical of yourself. However, it's like, because we all have that inner critic. When that inner critic comes in, there's another side of you, like a nurturing, mothering spirit. Okay? To mother or soothe yourself, or the parent, right? To soothe yourself. It's like going back and forth with yourself, having these conversations, these messages, this inner dialogue within yourself. It's I heard we're fragmented beings, but it's more so like multidimensional. So there are many pieces of us. That's why two things can be true at the same time, or multiple things can be true at the same time. and you have to find a way to understand all of them at once, but still have balance and have a good grounded sense of self. Okay. So, oh, come down. We haven't even pulled. Pulled one card, y'all, and all those messages came from Capricorn. I was like, this is coming from the child of Saturn and child of Eshu with the Mercury here creeping in. All right, and also Yamoja, because these deep dives in that emotional body, she is definitely present. Um, all right, y'all. Let's see. We're gonna pull some tarot now. I feel like yes, we should still do a Celtic cross. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, let's do a Celtic cross. Even though that was a lot. Okay, so I was like, I'm like 40 minutes in. And what time is it? Okay. I was like, I also plan on going to the gym. Also plan on going to the gym. So, let's do. I'm just gonna do a 3-card spread. 3-card spread. I wonder what's a good 3-card spread we should do. Lately I've been really liking like the situation at hand, the challenges and advice. But since this is like, I feel like that's good for Capricorn. That covers everything. We'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. Let's see what comes up. The situation. Challenge. And advice. Her. All right. So the situation is things are moving slow. You may feel like what's the point of setting any goals, or what's the point of trying to yield this energy into my favor, work my magic, and do all this because you feel like things aren't moving in the way that you want or in the timing that you want. Even though you may be seeing things here and there, but you're like, okay, this is gonna take a long ass time. All right. Um. Also, this is advice to slow down. This is advice to slow down, or the situation is you are being called to slow down, right? You may be in hermit mode right now. You may be things. I'm hearing business could have slowed down. I'm hearing is things in your life right now just aren't moving in the pace that they were before, and it has you like in a tizzy. Okay. And the challenge here is the emotional body, the moon. How do you feel? Everything, even though things are moving slowly, there's this amplification of like, I'm hearing like rage, or like you could be overstimulated on top of all these things that are just pending. The challenge here is to, I heard tame the beast, but it's not to tame the beast. It's to befriend the beast. It's funny with the befriend the beast within you. That's the shadow work. All the rage, the shame, the blame, the guilt, the the inner critic, all these parts of you. How can you befriend them? How can you understand them in a level to soothe, right? The challenge is also seeing things for what they are. Sometimes we put this veil over our eyes ourselves because we don't want to believe that things are the way that they are. The moon can the challenge here with the moon can also be um there's illusions here. All isn't what it seems. So if you feel like I'm just destined to this reality, like, no, you have an opportunity to have a blank canvas. Yes, things may be taking a little bit of time, or things are slowing, or people, or I guess people. We're talking about people. This could be for some people that are in relationships. If things are moving slow, or if you're talking to someone, things are moving slow. The challenge here is it's like, are you seeing what you want to see or want to believe, and or are you going to get in touch with reality that the if things are slow moving, is it it's a waste of time? Is it? How are you going to work with the energy? That do as you will. All right. um then we also, in the advice position, we have the Hierophant. And yes, things may be slowing down. The challenges, um, not getting swept up with the illusion of how things are panned out right now, because the advice here is to still have faith. Have faith in yourself. Because right here, because remember, we got Capricorn. Achieve. Believe in yourself. Because how you feel, that's the challenge. How you feel about yourself is going to make or break you. How are you talking to yourself? How are you talking to that? Like, I feel like this is, yeah, like this is the self, and this is like the inner critic, or like like your shadow, or befriending that, not being afraid of it because it is you, but also giving it time. Like, okay, I'm gonna let you speak, but this this ain't really it. We can move through this, right? Have faith. Have faith in yourself. Build up these routines. What are you doing day in and day out to achieve? What are you How do you want to, or who do you want to become? What identity are you going to take on? If you want this, you're going to have to do the things that require you to get to this place. You can't say I want to lose weight, but you're not watching your nutrition, or you're not starting up some type of routine, even just starting with cardio, right? You can't say that you want to you can say anything that you want, right? But are you about that action, right? Are you going to follow through, right? The advice is to devote yourself to this. Yeah, yeah. This ain't no wham bam thank you ma'am. You know, what's Yanti? Was Yanti the one that said this? Young hoes cook everything on high. This this is the slow cooker. This the crock pot. This the stuff that's got this longevity, baby. That's that Capricorn. My money long. My value long. I don't play about me, so therefore you can't play with me. Access denied. All of that. On top of, hey, when life get rough, I'm gonna make a way. It may not, the reality, the the reality that you know to be true that isn't here or in the physical yet. You have that vision. You have to see it through. Everybody else not gonna see it, but you gotta keep going for you. People, be mindful of who you allow in your energy, or even if people do talk stuff, it's like, okay, it's having that confidence in yourself to know, again, you show up time and time and time again. You get it out the mud. So, whew, things are brewing. Things are brewing. As long as you continue to show up, it's the micro habits that are going to sustain you in this elevation. Because you climbing up. You climbing up. And I'm hearing it subtle, but loud. It's subtle, but loud. He said, is this, is it Shalimar? Am I saying that right? I'm waiting for a new heaven and a new earth and city as the Bible foretold. I feel that. I feel that. I feel like it's more so also we're in this like in between, like as a collective, right? In the physical too, but also think of it as the mindset, because there's times where I could see Earth. Have you ever watched The Good Place on Netflix? Anybody watch The Good Place? Let me know. But sometimes heaven and earth is a state of mind. First off, let me say that. Heaven and earth is a state of mind, and we live in between those. There's times where life can feel like hell. And there's other times we are in bliss and in heaven. So the new heaven and the new earth is the calibration within you. And while you're in torment, while you're in hell, right? Did you even say hell? You said earth. And it's funny, I'm saying hell, earth, because sometimes earth, that earth energy is that slow. We're in between, as they say, earth, heaven, hell. But I'm like, are we really in the bad place? Are we really in the bad place? If y'all ever watched The Good Place. But yeah, it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. And that's the new earth. We're here. We're here. You said the earth will. The Bible says the earth will burn. It's global warming, ain't it? Global warming. So yeah, that state of mind. Cause I'll tell you one thing. I just climbed out the pits of hell my damn self. Let me be for real. I'm still climbing up. But that's the depths of me. You feel me? It's like, damn, I went through hell, but also it's a reflection of me. It's also like, okay, why do I feel this way about myself? Why is this coming up? And you got to release, because it will keep you bound. It will keep you stuck. It will cause, especially if you let it fester. You have to find healthy outlets. You notice I said healthy outlets to release. That's how I got into fitness. For me, yes, it was because of um health reasons, but it was first for the mind, for my mental. Baby, a lot of people also, they start after breakups and stuff like that, and that's that rage, it's that mental. They have to find some way to release. So that's why it's so popular. People start off after breakups and stuff like that. But for me, it was for the mental, for my sanity. And that's what keeps me going. All right. For those who don't know, I am also into fitness. I have been doing personal training, but I also do group fitness too. I've lost over 120 pounds. So yeah, that's a thing too. So dedication, devotion, discipline, that's Capricorn energy. Once you put your mind to it, you can do it. All right. And going back to, yeah, it's a state of mind. What do you choose? Do you choose to shame, blame, guilt yourself, live in that lower vibration? I said liver, and I'm thinking about the liver. Somebody may be drinking a lot, very heavily. Watch the intake, everything in moderation. Okay. Because we're talking about the lower vibration um of the emotions. So we fluctuate, but when you're down in those lower vibration of emotions, you have to find some way to bring yourself back up. Yeah. And one thing I remember my is talking about, to sometimes we can't just flip the switch from being in such a low vibration to like just beaming up high, right? Neutrality. If you can just get to neutral, that's good. And then it's just onward, uphill from there. So yes, yes. Then that's the challenge. How we feel about things moving in such a slow pace, or it's like more. It's you feel like it's more work to do, and it's like you're already tired. You're already this. So it's like, if you know that it's gonna take some time, how can you enjoy the view, you know, and let it ride? He said, it says this earth will turn into the lake of fire, into the what, which is the second death when Jesus comes in his wrath for his church, for his prophets past. Buildings will melt. Okay, you go really deep into the Bible. Let's tell you this. I'm not really religious. Well, I'm not religious at all. I'm spiritual. If you didn't catch the drift, you said ungodly souls will suffer forever. I was like, you said, okay, will suffer forever. That's what you said, but you know, when we say ungodly souls, I wouldn't even say it's ungodly souls. It's more so the souls that are trapped in their own torment. Okay? People who are stuck in a loop and don't see a way out. We are all of God. We are all of the divine. God, God isn't all good. God is the dark and the light. So there's always, and that's the balance of life, of the universe. So there's always seasons where we will go through pain and suffering, and there's seasons where we'll bloom and we'll reap the harvest and everything will be well. That happens even within the year. This is built up in every like system that we have. So to say ungodly souls will suffer, we all suffer, and it's up to us to break the pattern of staying in that, because it's so dense, it's so heavy. Sometimes it's like going through like muck. You can't really get. Some people drowned in their suffering because of all what life has to bring and offer, due to the cards that they were dealt. So I hope you understand that we're all of God, all of the divine, all of spirit. So it's a choice. And some people don't understand that they have the choice. Some people don't understand that they have the choice to set themselves free, to release, to dive deeper into themselves, to unlock different doors that they didn't even know existed because of limitations that they were programmed into, or that they just developed over time due to experiences and trauma. So yeah, that's my spiel on that. Hey Felicia. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, guys, I feel like I liked going live on YouTube. Felicia said, suffering is a part of life. We have a choice on how we navigate it and what we do with it. Ashe. We have the choice on how to navigate it. Yeah, and that's the thing. So some people, and that's a hard truth there. It's like, because sometimes we can get so low we don't feel like we can go on, we just fold. That's also a choice. So some people choose to suffer because sometimes it's easier. Let's be for real. It's easier to just to lay down, just to stay down. Cause being the GOAT ain't easy either. You gotta choose your heart. You gotta choose your heart. Life is hard. Life is hard. Even people think that more money and people that have all this money don't have problems. They have problems just like us. They just don't have to deal with that on top of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody goes through traumas and experiences, not to diminish what you're going through, right? Because we all go through that and we all need to work through things. But in this sense, you said, let's just Shalimar said you waiting on Jesus to come. He said, I don't know, I'm not gonna read all of that. If you gonna wait for Jesus to come, keep holding your breath and see. Okay, all I keep thinking about is this one thing I seen years ago. This lady was singing, if God if God can't do it, it won't get done. Or if God won't do it, it won't get done, or something like that. Or I'm waiting for this. You gonna keep waiting, you gonna be in the same place you been in. When are you gonna take accountability for you? When are you gonna pick yourself up by the bootstraps and keep it going? God, Jesus, the divine source, however you want to say, because the name is so many names for this energy, right? For this creation, for this source energy. But Jesus is separate. Let me say that. Jesus is separate. Um, if you don't wait on a deity to do your work, you have to put in the work. Again, this is no shortcuts. You coming on here on a Saturn new moon talking about you gonna wait on something to happen. No, you make it happen. You make it happen. Yes, prayers and beliefs are also, yes, good, but faith without works is what? Faith without works is dead. That's the illusion. You can believe all you want. You can dream it all you want. But what are you gonna do to put it in the physical? How are you gonna see it through? It's your habits. It's not you waiting on something to show up, to poof up into the sky. What are you gonna do to put yourself in a position to succeed, to elevate? God, Jesus, all the things y'all know the spiel, right? Put these tests and challenges to you to see, will you ascend? If you waiting, you gonna stay down. You gonna stay down. Now, I was like, y'all got me going. It's a difference to pause and to rest, because that is necessary. And Saturn energy can't look the ding. Rest is necessary. Saturn energy can make you feel like it's not, right? You have to go hard all the time. The rest and the pause is a part of the process. But you gotta put in some work. You gotta dedicate and devote to your goals, to your manifestations, to see it through. Okay? So I was like, look, that's it, that's all. I was like, this was cool. This was cool. I think I'm gonna go live on YouTube more. I like it. Make sure y'all liking, y'all subscribing, all the things. I'm gonna close out. Again, it's 6:10. It's not right. I'm gonna make my way to the gym. I am. I've been doing home workouts. I think I did a couple this week. I made it to the gym twice, I think. And some days I just rested. But I've been biking. As well. Okay, Trinidad and Tobago. You said it's a very evil nation. I got you. So God got an answer for my problems here on earth, but I am loved by Him. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Especially in, living in a different country. But you also have to take, because everybody has, stuff going on, but we can get so bogged down by what's going on in our society that sometimes we don't think about ourselves. So it's like, what can you do? Um, I'm hearing Man in the Mirror, Michael Jackson. If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. So it's like you can't tackle all the world's problems. Um, what can you do for you? And how can you keep elevating for yourself? And things are going to be challenging. Things are going to, not be the best. But yes, your beliefs, your prayers, your incantations, your rituals, your rituals is what's gonna keep you going. Yes, but you also have to have action with that, right? Yes, you can write it down. These are all steps to help us, but we have to follow through in the physical to see it through, okay? All right, I'm closing out, y'all. Remember, we got the Sacred Ritual Circle. It's coming up on the 20th, Tuesday. Make sure you sign up. I put the link in the chat before, but I will do it again. Yes. And then we're going to close out. We got, for the final card, we got self-love. Self-love. It says, and this goes into everything we kind of talked about, like how do you feel about yourself and all that. It says, show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Self-love. Self-love is the best love. I feel like self-love is a practice. You may want to do a self-love ritual. I was like, I have this jar spell. Yeah, I was like, my lights went off. I have this jar spell that I do. I was like, I need to brush that up. Like that might be something that I do. But it's like, what are you doing for you though? Like, are you doing like ritual baths? Are you maybe you want to do a skin routine? This is like beauty, right? But also it's that inner work when we talked about the inner critic, and like soothing yourself, self-soothing through all this like emotional gunk and so much. I feel like I'm hearing like hatred in the world. But on top of that, we have confidence. I didn't even expect to be on here that long. I'm surprised it came off. But confidence, I'm going to read this one and then I'm done, I think. Yeah. It says, divine confidence is different from the vibrato of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Yes. Ashe, y'all. Ashe. Well, I hope that you all. Oh, Felicia says self-love is the ultimate. You cannot give from an empty heart. That's so true. That is so true. Ashe. Well, all right, y'all. That's all. That's all she wrote. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Capricorn new moon. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.